Terminator. I'll be reviewing T1 and T2 before Terminator Dark Fate and before my Halloween special reviews, so let's get started with the classic, the Terminator. Now let's just start off with the good right away. In fact, there is really, everything is basically good about this movie. Arnold is great and the performances are really good for the most part. I'm gonna get into more of that later, but still, I think the performances are great, and just they add a lot to the movie. And the characters are really well done in this movie. You feel the emotion, and you feel the suspense whenever they're in danger. I also think the action is great. There's some great action sequences in it, and this movie has some really well staged action sequences and just scenes of so much suspense and just so much intensity and a lot of just very suspenseful scenes. And absolutely the soundtrack. The soundtrack is definitely a big plus about this movie. When I heard it for the first time, I was like, yeah, this soundtrack is great. Especially the opening credits. And sorry if you hear banging outside. There's work on my house right now, so yeah, the soundtrack, they just did a great job with that. And this movie has a very cool story. It's very original. It's basically since this movie's a classic, pretty much everyone knows about it. But yeah, the story's great and everything. My only negatives with this movie are sometimes the performance from one or two people isn't that great, but that's just a really minor flaw. And sometimes the makeup effects can be noticeably bad at times, but it was 1984, I know that, but still I think they could have done a bit of a better job with that. This movie is great. It's super fun and intense, and it's a classic. I'll give the Terminator an A. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this review is really short, but that's because I really don't have a lot of time, and I have to get a lot of videos out, and just the banging is really loud. Yeah, but just look forward to my review of T2 and my Halloween special videos, and I'll see you guys next time.